If you could go back to your childhood and relive everything all over again, would you? The answer to this question varies widely, with too many factors at play to give one general answer. But the question itself might have you thinking back about a lot of core memories you may have experienced as a child. Although, depending on your age, these memories are probably already fuzzy and, let's be honest, gone. But I wouldn't worry too much because things like Nostalgiacore can bring these memories back at Mach 10. The past, at least in my eyes, is a weird goop that feels as if it's constantly slipping through your fingers. But seeing something that suddenly snaps this loose memory into a colorful, fuzzy feeling is nostalgia. I'm gonna be honest, there's a good chance that if you were not born in the 1990s or early 2000s, this video might not relate to you as much. But the concepts of Nostalgiacore and its effects are so intriguing to me, I kind of feel I should make a video for everyone anyways. As defined by the big G, nostalgia is a sentimental longing or wistful action for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. When looking up a quote to put in this video so I sounded smart, I found that most of them attach a sense of negativity when bringing up nostalgia. Quotes like, "There is no greater sorrow than to be mindful of the happy time in misery," by Dante Alighieri, and "Nostalgia is a seductive liar," George Ball. But I actually favor this one the most. The next best thing to the enjoyment of a good time is the recollection of it, by James Lyndall Basford, as I feel it betrays Nostalgiacore in a positive way by stating that not only can you enjoy a moment to its fullest in the present, but thinking back and enjoying the nostalgia is just as good. Though the title of this video is "What is Nostalgiacore?", by the end of this video I want to answer whether nostalgia is dangerous or not. Because I think it'd be a lie if I said I didn't get this positive, happy vibe while looking at these posts online. I think the holiday aesthetic of Nostalgiacore hits home for a lot of people finding their holidays nowadays more dreadful or boring, showing off a more warm, cozy, and all-around happy feeling and tone. I honestly think it's really cool that our childhoods have been captured in these small, frozen moments of time, before every little detail of a kid's life was captured on video. Now, I know I'm just showing off my old man side with the "back in my day" style of thinking, but I think simple photos often let you hold a more positive vibe for the viewer, compared to video, as with video it can tend to show off negative moments that photos probably wouldn't. Things like your cousin trying to blow out the birthday candles before you did, or more serious things like the voices of people you may have wanted to forget about. Suddenly, a memory that could have been a happy nostalgia moment gets overshadowed by these other outside factors. As with photos, most of the time, they are these frozen worlds where you mostly only really remember the parts you want, allowing you to indulge in a happy part of your childhood. These captured moments often depicting holidays, schools, bedrooms, games, and even toys or shows. And if me showing you any of these examples hit that tingle again, then there's a good chance you have seen a Nostalgiacore video before. Being defined as by the Aesthetics Wiki, Nostalgiacore is an internet aesthetic that is centered on the romanticized and melancholic sense of nostalgia for a recent personal past, or typically the childhoods of the 1990s and 2000s. The aesthetic is not a historical recreation of the era, but an emotional and atmospheric evocation of memory, often filtered through the visual languages of dreamcore, weirdcore, and liminal spaces. There are many aspects that make up Nostalgiacore. As with visuals alone, we hit a lot of the points in my liminal space video of old camera quality, old time period, and general sense of nostalgia. Often though, having more colorful and bright tones compared to its other internet aesthetic cousins. Another major difference it has is the lack of a consistent music theme. The most popular song being Time to Pretend by MGMT, which I can only probably play a couple seconds of, or you already probably heard it during one of the examples I showed you. But Nostalgiacore generally relies on sounds more than anything else. One in particular that is used way more than others, and which you heard in the intro to this video, is the Morning Dove Coo. A beautiful little sound that pairs perfectly with images and aesthetics of Nostalgiacore. This dove can be found in all of America, Mexico, and a good bit of Canada, so it makes sense why it hits home for a lot of people. There is one element found in Nostalgiacore that is absent in most other of these aesthetics, and that's the fact people are often shown in the environment as well. Compared to aesthetics like the shadow people in Dreamcore, and as well as the overall edits done to people in Weirdcore, and of course the fact liminal space rarely even shows people, if ever, Nostalgiacore is one of the few aesthetics that benefits when capturing real moments and people. Which I think kind of makes my next point in this video a little more upsetting. And that is the strange idea of nostalgia and Nostalgiacore being sad or making people sad. And I think the people who make these videos, or at least re-upload them, are kind of to blame here, as they are often showing off very sad captions or entertaining very sad comments that try to remind the viewer that those times are gone forever. I mean, for real, just look at some of these comments. Some of these people genuinely seem lost over it all. And again, some of these captions don't help. Also, nothing against the people who write these captions or comments, as it's pretty harmless on its own. And I mean, it's not like some of them don't have valid points. A lot of people will tell you it's not that things were better back then, it's just you were a kid and had less to worry about. But with so many pretty awful things coming out today, and so many truly negative and sad things actually going on currently, I kind of think we're at a point where the past, at least 10, 20 years ago, really does seem better in comparison to today. Obviously, this could change, and who knows, maybe everything will truly be better down the line. But is it truly fair to say nostalgia and its internet aesthetic counterparts are dangerous and telling lies when each day they start to feel more and more unattainable and generally more wanted and missed? I know that point was a bit of a jumbled mess, but I think leaving this part of the video with this might help summarize what I was trying to say. Nostalgiacore might have you realizing things have changed and that they may never go back to how they were. And of course other things like the understanding that some of these memories truly slipped your mind. And you may not have even remembered them unless you saw the images associated in Nostalgiacore. Generally leaving Nostalgiacore with the statement of reliving or focusing on the past can make you lose the opportunity to enjoy the present. One major belief that I try to hold is that moderation or balance can be applied to a lot of things in life, if not everything. Within reason, of course. I'm not trying to say there's a healthy balance for things like drinking and driving or crack, so don't think I said that. And if we're being honest here, Nostalgiacore is just a fancy name for nostalgia. And once again, relating back to the question I posed, I think I would be lying if I didn't say nostalgia is a nice way to ignore the present. But of course, there is one major thing to remember. Nostalgia is a coping mechanism. People who overindulge in nostalgia or try to relive in the past often do so in order to avoid things like anxiety, loneliness, current world events, and of course, the general knowledge of growing older and dying. Ignoring all of these will never allow you to properly grow and change as a person. I know this video got slightly away from the title, but I really did want to try and understand where these posts were coming from when they were saying things like trying to go back and relive their childhood. And honestly, all of these comments talking about pretty similar subjects. And of course, just how bad a massive part of me truly does yearn for that easier moment of life. But while the thought of it in the moment is blissful and nice, obsession will always lead to negative habits. I, for one, will continue to enjoy Nostalgiacore videos. As, like I stated earlier in my video, balance and moderation can be applied to most things in life. If you want to buy this cool nostalgic fish lamp, I see no issue. You want to wear clothes that give off early 2010s vibes? Who's stopping you? The point of unhealthy obsession I'm talking about is when you hit the point of choosing to only acknowledge the past and refuse to give the present the proper chance it deserves. Chances to make memories, friends, and lasting connections. Sadly, change is inevitable, but you just have to live. I know you probably didn't need some 22-year-old with a 500 subscriber channel to tell you this. But just in case you did, I believe in you. And you can do this. If you made it this far, thank you. Like, really, oh my god, thank you so much. I don't know if you can tell, if you go back and you rewatch these What Is videos, I have been really putting more and more effort into these videos. I've been really just trying my best here. If you made it this far, even if you skipped it, thank you so much. To re-answer the question I asked in this video, no. I don't think nostalgia is dangerous, at least not any more than anything in excess, and of course, obsession. But I do have more videos planned in the future. First one I'll be working on is Core. And then I'm going to return back to the liminal space, sphere, and talk about Fruitager Arrow. And I have a Backrooms video planned shortly after that. Once again, guys, this video took me quite a while to make. With how I plan on trying to get these videos out, I'm really hoping to at least get one What Is video out every 2 months. And of course, I'm working on an animation in the background. I know there's probably a good amount of you that may have originally subscribed to my channel for my animations. If you guys are here for them, don't worry. I promise, they do exist, they will exist, there will be more. Always go check out my Instagram. It'll be one of the top socials in my description if you are really interested in my art and my animation and you want to go support me there. And of course, if you guys are here from the What Is videos, maybe go check out some of my old gaming videos and animation videos if you want to help support me some more. And if you're feeling like just really going all the way today and just supporting everybody around here, go ahead and give my friend Immortal a check out. I know I'm probably waited a little late into the video to give him a proper shout out, but go check out his channel. He's been getting his streaming schedule back up, so he's been streaming a lot more recently, and he's been working on this new Undertale series. I know, crazy, right? Undertale in the big 2026? He's never seen the game before, completely blind playthrough. So if you're trying to go get some nostalgia about that, hey, maybe go indulge in his videos there. Other than that though, thank you so much if you're here. Like, seriously, thank you. Hopefully you didn't hear my dog bark. If you did, hey, little perk in the video. But you have a nice day, because you know I will. See ya.